What is up, YouTube? That's here. Today I'm bringing you guys an absolutely amazing rental team you guys can use in your own games. It features Togetic, Dugtrio, Gastrodon, Charizard, Long Reach, Scope Lens, Crit Moves, Decidueye, and last but not least, Cobalion. I think this is a super fun team to play. It has a couple different modes of play with a couple forms of redirection. We have, Follow Me on the Togetic. We have Ally Switch on the Dugtrio. We have Storm Drain on the Gastrodon to protect our fire and ground types from those big water attacks, because Dracovish is everywhere right now. I think Gastrodon is really nice, and actually Gastrodon Togetic is super fun to use. I think Gastrodon Togetic with the Life Dew, being able to pair that with Gastrodon to activate the Storm Drains while still restoring health in the Togetic, that is a super cool combo. Also note that we have two beat up users in this team, Dugtrio and Charizard. Charizard is a base 100 beat up user, base 100 speed, so if you actually pair Charizard with Cobalion and using an Adamant Cobalion, Charizard's going to outspeed that Cobalion and still be able to go for those beat-ups. So not only do we have like a Charizard Dugtrio board, which we've used before, you've seen that. We can go Charizard Cobalion, Dugtrio Cobalion, we can go Togetic Gastrodon, and last but not least, we can use the big Decidueye. I think actually Decidueye is a super good Pokemon right now, similar to Trevenant that we used recently. Ghost Grass typing, no Incineroars are running around, no Dragapults, no Cinderaces. A lot of the Pokemon that check these Grass Ghost typing Pokemon are donezoed right now. And another cool thing about Decidueye is that it's not reliant on its ability. We're seeing a lot of Galarian Wheezing with the neutralizing gas. So similar to like how a Togekiss, like a Crit Kiss that uses Scope Lens and the ability Super Luck, similar to Inteleon that uses its Sniper ability to go for those really big crits. Decidueye is not reliant on its ability, it's reliant on its items. The Scope Lens is going to give it a +1 boost to its crit chance, and the moves that it uses, being the Leaf Blade and the Shadow Claw, are also going to have +1. So it's going to go to +2, and that actually means it's a 66% chance to crit every time, which means it'll go right through those Intimidates, right through those screens. I think it's a super cool mon. It can provide speed control with Brave Bird, as well as priority coverage with a Sucker Punch as well. So hopefully you guys like this team. Check it out. Try the rental for yourself. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, as well as any other Pokemon you want to see me use in upcoming videos. And let's hop right into the games. Here we go. Oh, what is that Pokemon? The baby G-Max Orabeetle. I've never seen one of those things. Dodler? I have no clue what that thing is. I'm sure it's holding an Eevee, but that doesn't mean I know what it is. Dugtrio is actually pretty nice here. I think Dugtrio Cobalion are actually pretty dope. The only issue with Dugtrio Cobalion is that it might... No, we're fine. I was going to say we might lose the Dracovish if they set Rain, but like, I still think we're going to be okay if I max it. So we got Dugtrio, we got Cobalion, we have the Decidueye, which I still think is a pretty decent bring. And what do we want as our last mon? Gastro is pretty pog here. It's either Gastro or Togetic, and I think I'm going to Gastro. The only reason you want to bring the Togetic is because it gets after you, and we're really slow on this thing. So we can go for after you plays. That'd be nice. I'm going to do it. Gastro would be so good here, but like, I gotta go with the Togetic. The after you, if they get Trick Room up, is so nice. The redirection's still really nice. So we're gonna see what they're working with here. I think Pelipper can be problematic. I wonder if that thing, it must get Trick Room, the dot whatever thingy, the bug thing. I've never seen anyone use that thing before, so it must be Eviolite, it must be really bulky. And it's probably, I think it's still a Psychic Bug type. I don't actually know for sure. Like I said, I've never even really used G-Max Orabeetle before. You know, even on Ranked, you still learn something new every single day. And the way you get better is by making sure, like, if I lose to this, make sure you don't lose to it again. So, big potential for Trick Rooms here. I still think we're in a great spot. This is a great lead for me. We're just going to nuke that hat unless it's sashed. So the only way that he actually loses is if he's sash hat. And I could actually play around that by just going for, like, a Steel Spike and a high horsepower into it. But I think the beat up play is better for the long game. So we're going to go for the beat up, and we're just, like I said, we're going to pray that it's not Sash Hat. And should I still Steel Spike or should I Airstream? I don't think I need to Airstream here. I'll go for the Steel Spike. Because even at +4, we'd still be able to KO. Beat up Dugtrio and Cobalion is so saucy, and they can't switch, right? You can't switch. I have Arena Trap. So you're stuck here. You can go for a Sucker Punch to my Dugtrio. There's a whole bunch of mess of things you could do. But what you can't do is switch. And so it's really nice. And even if it is Sash Hat, next turn, well, I'm not using Sucker Punch in Dugtrio. That sucks. Get it? Sucks. I was going to say I could just Sucker Punch the hat when he goes for an attack next turn, but We're not using that set. We'll see though. If it is Sash, remember we do still have that Togetic, so that is still very nice. And we're using a vested Cobalion. And he's not maxing, so it means he must be trying to trick him. We'll see. We're gonna get that That's a +4 here. Big That's a +4. Attack boost into our Justified Cobalion. There's so many cool beat up users that are usable now. Now that like there's like if Dragapult exists and Mimikyu exists, those are by far and away the best beat up users in the game. But if they're not in the game, it opens up the board for a lot more unique beat up users like Dugtrio and our Charizard. Our Charizard also has beat up, which is still really, really cool. So let's see, we got That's a +4. Like I said, I'm just hoping that it's not max. Or not max, hoping it's not Sash. No Sashes. It's Steel Reduce. It's probably still gone. Because we are That's a +4. You got that full HP defense Steel Reduce? Nah, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. One shot at you through your Steel Resist Berry. Don't you just love it when that happens? And we get a defense boost? Yes, please. Yes, please. Let's see what's coming out. Hat's down for the count. And Brick Break. Ooh, nice. Good thing we got that defense boost, right? That big defense boost on the big Cobalion. Yeah, what do we want to do now? We could totally high horsepower that Bisharp. He didn't actually break our Dugtrio Sash. We could also get away with going for Attracts and stuff. I just want to see if whatever he sends out gets Ally Switch. Right? Is it the bug thing? Pelipper. Pelipper does not get Ally Switch. Let's see. How do I want to deal with Pelipper? Is it a male? It is. Lamau. I actually think we just nuke the Pelipper. I think you just go for the beat up on the Pelipper because we have to hit it. I think it's sashed. And I guess I could Rockfall it as well. Just to make sure. I guess I could just rock. I think the right play is probably just to high horsepower the Bisharp and Rockfall the Pelipper. Because I think one of these guys has a Sash, and I'm assuming it's the Pelipper, but it's not. Like, he'll just go into the Rockfall, and then if the Bisharp's Sash, well, there you go. I could have went for an Attract on either of these guys, I think, too, but I still think getting static damage now that we're in this good of a situation is really good. I wonder if it's going to be Max Pelipper. Big Max Pelipper. Yo, Pelipper, I'm so sorry, my guy, but you do know that I'm a That's a +4 Cobalion slamming in a Max Rockfall. I'm about to be slamming, and you got a Chardy Berry back there, too, Chief. Goes for Protect. Wise choice. Wise choice. Alright, Pelipper, what you working with? So it's not going to be Vested Bisharp. It's another common item for that Pokemon. Maybe a Lumberry or Sash still. I think the Sash is usually on Pelipper, but we'll see. Yep. So that means the Bisharp is not Sash, which means he's probably going after my Dugtrio this turn, I think. And, you know, we'll see how this is going to go down. I still think that, like, Max guys are taking the rain up. And what are you going to do? What are you really going to do, right? Who's going after that one? Incorrect choice. I'm vested, okay? I'm invested in wins up. Alright, so all we actually really need to do in this situation, because you might think, alright, cool, just go for high horsepower and go for a KO on the Pelipper. Actually, it's smarter to go for a beat up here, because we don't want to miss a high horsepower. And we're actually afforded the luxury of going for any of these moves into the Bisharp, really. I'm just going to go for the Max Snuck to give us even more absolutely massive damage. And this also helps us play around misses. It helps us play around Max Guard on the Pelipper because we're still dealing with the offensive threat. So beat up, picking up KOs. Dugtrio setting them up, knocking them down. And we should be able to get the KO on the Bisharp because the Sash has already been used as well. Yo, are we just going to absolutely four-stock this guy? And this team's supposed to be about Decidueye. My team's supposed to be about Decidueye. And like Cobalion, Dugtrio. The power of Arena Trap is just really, really strong. If they can't switch, they can't switch. And so Bisharp goes down. What's your last Mon, Chief? What is your last Mon? It's like my grandfather's deck has no pathetic Mons, Kaiba. I didn't call him pathetic. Melodic. Nice try. Nice try. Can I use Attract? Do we use Attract? It's a male. I can do it. Hold up. Hold up. Hold the phone. I'm getting a crit. Y'all can't stop me from getting this crit. Unless he wants to run. But then he just doesn't want to be a part of the highlight reel. Yo, what a spoil. I would have done the same thing there. Sometimes you gotta take the tactical quit, right? You don't want to reveal your item choices. Like, what if I would have went with a Dugtrio attack and activated like a Key Berry or like a Citrus Berry? And what if I played this guy later on in the day, you know, or later on next week and he has the same set? I would have known his preferences. You know, sometimes taking the tactical L to preserve information is sometimes the best thing. This guy's like top 1,000. Top 1K player using Wolf's rank 1 team. Okay. cool team. It is. It's a pretty cool team. Wheezing really turns off my Gastro, turns off my Justifieds, turns off a lot of stuff. Good thing, though, is it doesn't really turn off the Decidui as hard as it would have turned off like a Crit Kiss, right? Because Crit Kiss uses the Scope Lens Super Luck ability. Decidui is not reliant on that. Decidui uses an item and moves to get its crits. So I still think Decidui is like really nice here. I just have to go with something that makes it so I can still get those big KOs. I actually think I'm going to go Togetic Decidui. Because you know what? I'm greedy. I'm so greedy. Togetic Decidui. And let's actually think about this. I'm going to need something to help me in the matchups versus Ferrothorn. So I still think we're going to be bringing the big Zard. I guess I could just bring Cobalion. Cobalion's good versus Jolteon and Ferrothorn. And it might be good versus the Arcanine. And I still want to bring Zard because I think I'm going to max my Decidui. That's what I'm looking at. I think just bring the Gastro. It's decent versus the Weezing. Yeah. And Togetic Gastro is still super nice if they don't have Weezing on the board because I can go for a Life Dew, which restores health to both of us, but it also activates Gastrodon's Storm Drain. So it's really, really tech. A lot of people are probably wondering why I'm not running Morning Sun on the Togetic because I'm opting to go for a recovery move. The Life Dew is a water type attack, so it's going to restore the health and it's going to give us a +1 special attack boost. So it's super, super cool. If it ever works. It's such a combo-based play, but like if I can ever get that off, you're just feeling it. Like, in past formats, Heal Pulse was always so hard to play because board positioning was so important. But if you ever got a Heal Pulse off, you won the match. Like, it was just so good. And same thing with this Life Dew play. You never get away with it without getting too punished. So we see Dracovish Arcanine. I'm assuming it's Scarf Dracovish. I haven't actually used this team, so I have no idea. But the Intimidates are not going to be effective in this matchup. They're not really going to be that important because all our moves are high crit ratio moves. Alright, so let's actually think about what we want to do here. I think we're just going to switch out right here. Bam. Gastro. Or I could switch it the other way. I could switch in Gastro the other way and just use Life Dew. Ooh, that's actually super dope. Yeah, so let's actually keep the Togetic in. Just go for a raw Life Dew and just hard switch in the Gastro on this side. So Gastro is going to take a little bit of damage from the Arcanine. Like, they're both going to take a little bit of Heat Wave damage, but we're going to get restored and we're going to pop our ability. That's nice. Show me that vicious end. Rock Slide. Ooh, that's nice. That's actually really smart. That's a lot of damage. Is that a crit? That's just how much it does. Wow. And the Flare Blitz into the Decidueye. Yo, this guy wants that damage. You want that damage? I see you. I see you want that damage. Please don't flinch my Togetic. Please don't. Please just don't. Let me get my Life Dew. That's right. Value. Life Dew is up. The Dew of Life. Storm Drain. Value. And then Togetic restores some health too. That's nice. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's good. Actually, I guess it doesn't restore the health on Gastro. Alright, well, that's still fine. I still think that's okay, because we got the special attack boost. That's why we did it. What does Togetic really want to go after right now? I think Helping Hand EP would be able to kill the Arcanine. And I think that I kind of want to go for that, because Dracovish is stuck using that bad move, right? And so I can Helping Hand here. Do you have any flyers on that? Incorrect. And so if we just go like this and set Max Quake into there, we're just going to be in a really good spot for the remainder of the game with this Gastro. And we will be able to KO this way. You can go for a Snarl, but like this is, the Helping Hand's going to help mitigate that. It's a good spot. Not going to lie, it's a pretty good spot. He has to have the Weezing back there, right? And they're staying in. Okay. Yo, Togetic Gastro? No mercy right now. Absolutely no mercy. Really good on them though, not going for the Vicious Run. That Rock Slide is super tech. Rock Slide's one of the best moves to lock in on a Choice Scarf Dracovish as well. I think we're just going to see the Snarl. I think we're just going to see Rock Slide Snarl. But I think that's relatively okay. So there's the Helping Hand, the big Gastro. It's not often that you actually ever see the big Gastro, but like, I really don't want to get flinched, and I still think this is the right play. So there's a Snarl. So this is going to be a neutral Max Quake, but I think getting those the special D boosts from the Max Quakes are going to be what win me the matchup. Because like now we can like wall out the Weezing, wall the Politoed even more, wall that Jolteon if he wants to go for Max Phantasm, which is pretty popular. And also one-shot that Arcanine on the turn that he snarled me. Yo, Gastrodon, because we had a +1 special attack already. Like, that Helping Hand secured that KO, and now he can't snarl me anymore. Now I'm just gonna freaking pop off now. And I got those lefties taken that I don't even really need. Like, oh my gosh, that's so much value. You're gonna bring in your Ferrothorn? Ferrothorn would be pretty good. Ferrothorn would be pretty good here. I think I have something that deals with Ferrothorn. I have a Cobalion, yes. Big Cobalion energy. I think Cobalion's pretty good here. I also have Follow Me, so that's also pretty good. So let's see though. I think I can eat one more Rock Slide. And so I'd be able to go for like, I could actually just protect the Gastro and just go for a Life Dew, I think. Super, super good. Actually, would that even give me my special attack proc because I protected? Wheezing, I don't even bring the Pharaoh. I mean, you shouldn't be bringing Pharaoh to this matchup, so I think that's fair. Neutralizing Gas? Awesome. Alright, so Togetic no longer has whatever stupid ability it has. What do I really want to do? I think we just switch in the Cobalion. Steel type, block the Wheezing. And I think we actually just go after said Wheezing with the biggest Max Quake. Wheezing gets protect here. I totally think it should be protecting here, actually. He might even just protect the Wheezing and hard switch in, like, maybe you just might want to hard switch in something to get a better board position and reset the Scarf from the Draco. But I think we're in a good spot. I think getting those +1 special attack boosts are really nice. And I think that that team overall, like, Wolf can get that team to rank 1. But, like, overall, that team is actually a little bit lacking in ground damage prevention. And the reason why it is because a lot of the ground type users, like Excadrill and stuff, rotated out. And so it didn't really have to respect those ground checks anymore. And it can use Pokemon like Politoed and other Pokemon that can have good matchup against those ground types. Like, you can intimidate them, you can mitigate the damage and switch correctly. Even like Ferrothorn's good against ground types, but like, you have to be as good as Wolf to play it correctly, right? That's the big thing here. You gotta be as good as Wolf. So let's see. I wonder if he's gonna go for like a big water attack into the Gastrodon. He can because he has neutralizing gas on the board. There's the Geyser. Well, thanks for setting the rain. Appreciate it. Mucho aficionado. Ooh, he just ignores my big boy. He ignores the Cobalion. So what if I just use... I guess if I use Follow Me, it would have been redirected into it. But I think he's just going for a Sludge Bomb into the Cobalion slot. Yes. And now there's... Yo, neutralizing gas? Never heard of it. Never even heard of it, yo. Oh, actually, I did still hear it. I heard of it still. that's nutty. Alright, but he's going to be... I guess he's not really locked into it anymore, but like Gastrodon doesn't really care. We're going to be able to take out the Weezing next turn. I think it's actually the right idea to bounce here. Because we're able to land kill the Weezing. Because he's going to be going after the Cobalion on this turn. So we're going to go for a bounce into the Weezing slot. And I'm actually thinking what I do want to do. I kind of want to max guard. I don't really need to hit the... I think you might as well still hit the Weezing just to like continue with that chip. Gives me more special debuffs for the Jolteon in the back in case he wants to go for Shadow Balls. Either way, this Weezing is going to get dumpstered this turn. But he should be protecting. And so we're going to try to avoid that damage with our Cobalion. And there's not really that much you can even do against the Gastro anyways. And once we... His protect. Perfect. So good. This actually still might KO with the Max Quake because we are still at +1. So Cabalion's going to get out of dodge. I think he's actually hitting the Cobalion. I really think he's hitting the Cobalion. Because, like, you can go for the Max Geyser on the Gastro. Wormwind. Not bad. That's pretty meta. Oof. It's so strong. It's actually a little bit strong. Not gonna lie. A little bit strong. That was a crit. Yeah, that had to be a crit. Had to be a crit. And where's my Cobalion stack too? So really happy that I'm doubling up this damage into the Weezing slot. And it is going to be able to take it out next turn. Remember, he is locked into Rock Slide on that Dracovish. And he still has one more turn of max. So that Weezing not going down is going to be big sad. I think we're just going to protect Gastro this turn. Because he's going to be able to go for whatever the hell he wants. And then he's going to be locked into Rock Slide. So that's fine. Actually, shout out to the Leftovers. Like, they've been doing their best. But that crit on that Draco Wormwind really did suck. Hopefully Cobalion can just hit its move, right? That's the idea. If we can still KO that Weezing, that'd be nice. So we'll see. If I can't KO the Weezing this turn, I'm big sad. He might switch out the Weezing, though. And go for just, if he switches the Weezing, he can't Geyser. So we'll see. We will indeed see. And this is his last turn max. I got 3 special deboosts off my max. Off a well-timed Gastrodon Dynamax. So let's see. I wonder what the last mon really is, though. Like, I felt if he had, like, Ferrothorn. If he brought the Ferrothorn, I think he would have, like, brought it out by now. What you thinking about back there? I'll take a nice sip of my beverage. I have some coffee today. Made my coffee at home. Curious, how do you guys like your coffee? I know, like, I used to actually just get, like, black coffee with a little bit of, like, caramel sweetener. Yeah, switching out the Weezing is a good play there. For Jolteon. Wise choice. Jolteon good last mon. That's why I respected the Max Quakes so much. So big protect Gastro. We're gonna see how much damage he can even do. We do outspeed. We miss. That sucks. Geyser, but the Storm Drain's on the board now. Yeah. And now he's locked into Rock Slide on that Dracovish. So we're in a great spot. We just gotta get one recover off. I think we should be good to go. And I think we can actually get away with it. Actually think about how I do want to do this. I'm intimidated. What do I have in the back here? I have Togetic and Decidueye. I think I'm going to close combat that Dracovish once. I'm actually going to close combat the Jolteon, because he has Life Orb, I think, there too. And we're just going to go for one recover. And let's see if he gets those big flinches. Shadow Ball into the Gastro. We're at +3. You already crit me once, Chief. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. And you take that orb damage all the way to the bank, yo. Survey says, Flinchtown, population. Population. Close combat's off. That's good. Oh, another one of those. We got it. Also switching to Decidueye if we really want next turn. And we got the recover. And that's the game, yo. That's the game. We respected that Jolteon so much, and it worked. I guess he could still like double crit me, but like I still think we're fine. Those leftovers have been so nice. How nice have they been? Let's actually think about this. Our Gastrodon is sitting in a great spot here. Look at that. +3 special D, baby. We're just going to nuke. Just going to Earth Power this thing this turn. Don't need to use Recover anymore. He's withdrawing. He's going to go for... Oh, man, you're just going to lose the Weezing. You'll love it. Don't you just love it? I don't think Thunderbolt will KO our Cobalion. I don't think it will because we're vested. So right now, our special D drop... Ooh, Detect. Nice. I guess he's going to lose his Weezing, though. So, like, he's going to reset that Dracovish, which is totally fine. Like, I don't really care about that. He can't go for Vicious Rend. He's already shown Rock Slide. I don't know what other moves Wolf has on that thing, but like, Crunch isn't that value. Crunch isn't that good, especially if I want to bring my Togetic out and stuff like that. He might lock himself into Dragon Rush, but then I just bring out Togetic, right? So all we have to do is take out this Jolteon. And we got him curtains. We got him curtains. Wrapping it up. I want to use my Decidueye. It's supposed to be Decidueye team, not Cobalion and friends. Oh, he's got to get this thing off the board. Like I said, double crits could be a problem. Dragon Rush can confuse. So let's see what they got. See what they got in the back. I think it was better off just going for Flinch Towns. Just Flinch Town and crits. But, you know, we'll see. When I'm shoving his face down with 2 Mons that have KO potential on his big offensive threat, I feel you got to just, you know, roll the Rock Slide energy. Let's see. He could still, I guess, Rock Slide. I guess he still can. Because he knows that he knows our other 2 Mons. I think we showed Decidueye, and I know we showed Togetic, so. Let's see. What do you guys think he's going to do? Don't DC. Just play the game. I don't care if he runs. I actually have never cared if people run from the game. Shadow Ball. Awesome. He's going for a Shadow Ball into that slot. Okay. That doesn't do anything. Because I'm thick. Psychic Fangs. Yo, he wants that Cobalion. Yo, we thick over here. Big, thick Cobalion. It's almost like I'm a legendary Pokemon. It's almost. Damn. I always talk about how legendaries like aren't important, but like I just bulked those 2 attacks out hard. Hard. Let me take it. It's not going to KO. Maybe a 2-shot. Yeah. Yeah. Big Gastro energy. This guy's like, what? I'm using Wolf's rank 1 team, and I brought the Weezing to stop the Gastrodon, and I still lost the Gastrodon. Guy's like freaking fuming over here. I'd be mad too. I'd be mad too if I used a team that was significantly better and lost to something you're supposed to counter. I'd be mad too. But it's okay, because we'll take the wins. Hopefully you guys liked the team. Guys, let me know in the description, or sorry, in the comments. Let me know in the comments while you're down there. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Actually, I don't want to link that little metric thing because I always think it's really weird when people do that. But I only think like 30% of the people that like watch my content are subscribed. I'd really appreciate it if you guys like the content. If you guys want to check out the rental team, definitely do me a favor, leave a sub on the channel. It only takes 1 second. It's completely free. But yeah, team's super fun to play. Hopefully you guys like it. We'll probably be using it on stream later this week as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out.